What's up, guys? We're going to do a quick video today. We are going to discuss margins and grading and how to get into it. So a few people have asked me a little bit about it, so this is it. We're just going to talk about a few of the cards that you can sell in Dragon Ball and make a lot of money just flipping and grading cards. We're going to talk about those that have pretty easy margins that you can start out small, and then if things go well, you guys can expand. I think Dragon Ball is the best way to make some money and build your collection. That's the whole purpose of grading cards, is to compete and have an amazing collection. So without further ado, here we go. This is the best card. I'm going to start with that. This is number 6 on the list. He has the best margins. I just got a black label back in this card. And as you can see on TCG Player, you can buy some brand new mint copies for $75. The nice part about this card is there is a bunch available, so it's a great card to start with. Looks like it goes all the way up to $90, but you could get 5-6 copies of it to start out doing this. Now you might ask yourself, well, why would I invest $75? Well, this is why. This is what a 10 sells for consistently. I just sold a BGS black label for $1,800. So that is 18 times the original price of cards. So if you do a quick look here, you got $300 for a PSA gem mint, $500 for a PSA, CGC $275. Now CGC is the cheapest, but they have a very fast turnaround. So if you're looking just for quick flips, that's an easy double up. In the case of CGC, it's only $13 to grade a card. So you figure that person spent $75 for the card and $13 to grade it. $80 investment became $275. After fees, that's almost about 3 times your money. So not bad at all. And if you keep going down, you're going to see a few of these, and you'll notice the price is pretty consistent. These are all the sold prices, not what people are asking for. So about $500 will get you what a BGS is, so it's a great pricing. So if you can turn one card into this much, it's a good start. The reason why this card is so good is it features every single Dragon Ball character, so that's what you want. You've got Goku, you've got Gohan, and you've got Vegeta. These are your big 3 hitters, and it has all 3 on one card. Because it's a sideways card, it's slightly less popular, but it has better margins because of that. Collectors are afraid of it. Same idea here is Heroes Lineage. This is an even better margin card if you're just looking for some quick flips and something that you can hold on to. $38 a card. Just like Oath of the Z, this card will never see play. Because of that, all of the near mint copies you're buying are probably going to be in pack fresh shape. That means someone's going to put it in a sleeve right away and never touch it. Assuming it shows up in good condition and you get a 10, you're looking at $125. You're looking at $175, $150, $125. Some off-brand still went for $100. As you can see here, CGC didn't do as well here. But yeah, at least 3 times your money. Now you got to figure with BGS right now, the lowest level to grade, $25. So you take a $35 card, $25, and you wait a little bit of time. That's a 3 times your money? Not bad. It's worth the risk. Now a black label, I can tell you because I've sold them, sells for about $1,000, pretty consistently to $1,500. So good margins, to say the least. Now we get to newer cards. Now newer cards are not going to have as good as margins, but you're going to make more money. The reason why you're going to make more money they are extremely pretty in comparison. So what we have here is probably the prettiest card out of the entire list. It's Kaioken Son Goku. He's slightly playable, but what really gives him his value is how pretty this is. If you ever saw the Pokemon Amazing Rares, it's very similar to that. We've got a lot of amazing colors, but it really focuses on that blue from his godly aura, and then of course we have the Kaioken energy there. It just looks awesome, and we got this gold texturing right here. Boom, $200 card. You can see here, if you bought it at its highest, it was $300. So pretty affordable, $219, going all the way down, and you could buy a lot of these. You could spend like $1,000. So you could buy 5, $4,000. Well, let's see, how much could $1,000 net you? Boom, we've got 1 so far graded and sold. It's a pop 1. Now this one sold for a little bit over $1,000, I believe, and that was just for a regular. So this person paid for the express shipping. So you got to figure they were out $350 to get $600 in profit. Not bad. But had they chose a slower method, they could have graded more cards. Because all of these, you can see people are willing to accept offers. You could get a lot of these in and then grade them all. I know I'm personally looking for one. So if you do grade one, you got a buyer right here. All right, now this is another one with crazy margins. This is called Ss4 the Vermillion Saiyans. This is all Ss4 versions of Goku, Bardock, Vegeta, and Gohan. Beautiful looking card, and just like the other three that I had mentioned before Goku, unplayable. Unplayable cards are the best to grade because you're not really messing with the economy of the game, and their price is completely dependent on how they look. You'll notice these cards usually fluctuate around $100, and that's for good reason. It's because everyone knows they're pretty, but they don't do anything else. Now, if you look at this card, you can see it's actually on the verge of being bought out. It's at 100. This card, I believe, was at 122. It peaked to 125, and then it's kind of been going down. But we're about to run out of copies. The reason why is the BGSs are going for far too much money, and so someone buys them out. This black label, I believe, sold for $1,800. Mine also sold for $1,800 this week. But this one right here, I believe, sold for around $300, and then you see it here. So we see a PSA selling for about $210, so that means a BGS is probably about $250. Not bad, to say the least, when you're talking about margins. And usually you can get these cards for cheaper if you go to events and you just ask for cash. All right, now this is a cool one that is a better deal for long term that I think will be good money eventually, but currently it has terrible margins. That is Power of Patora. If you look at this card, it is $90, and it's because it's been steadily going up. Now, this is one of the prettiest cards. You take a look at this artwork, it is fantastic. You get Kefla, you get Zamasu, and you get Vegito. But if you look at the amount of money these 10s are going for, that didn't work. It's nowhere near what the margin should be currently. And that's just because too many people graded it back in the day, and then they wanted to flip them. So you see here we have a 9.5 going for 220, and then when we get to down here, it's already ran out. So there's actually not that many available now. So this is a great card to pick up and just hold on to for a bit. So this is going to be one that you can definitely make some money because there's been no Vegetos this pretty. But the margins aren't there yet. So it's kind of like one of those cards you got to hold. So you go under economy. Now this is my favorite card. This is a big one that we sold a lot of money for. And that was because it was the only one we could afford. Now back in the day, let's see if it'll actually show you a year ago. Okay, yeah. Maybe it's further than a year. Okay, maybe it's further than a year when I bought all these up. Now you'll see here, near mint copies at $50. Miraculous Gogeta is a super hard card to grade. We submitted 10 of them, and we only got one black label and one pristine. The rest came back as 9s. So you really got to watch. And the reason why is it's an entirely gold card. This has the #1 potential to make you money. And that's because everybody's always going to like gold cards. Gold, and it's Gogeta. And it's not only just any version of Gogeta, it's his miraculous form. It's beautiful. And if you look at it here, it's still $50 for a card. So you could buy 1, 2, 3, 4 copies right now for $200. If you look at what a PSA 10, a BGS ones are going for, or even CGCs, you can see there's a really fast way you can make some money. This one was best offer. I'm going to guess around 500 because I mentioned before that because of the surface, pristines are very hard to get for this card. You're not going to see as many of them. But at $215, I believe PSA is doing it for $25, but on location it might be $15. There's a lot of value here. But yeah, those are my 6. So hopefully you guys liked this video. It was the #1 requested thing from Instagram for this week. And if you guys like this list, I'll give you more content like this. Let me know in the comments. Thanks.